Yay. Okay. Everything is set. Everything is good. You're ready, I guess.
Yeah.
Brian?
Yes.
You ready?
I'm ready.
God. Welcome everybody to the Animeversal Reviews podcast here on the Genreverse Podcast Network and YouTube channel, wherever you get your podcast from, as well as, of course, lrmonline.com. Make sure you go there every day for all of your entertainment news, needs, and opinions. Sponsored by the good folks over at Grow Generation. A little bit more from them later in the episode. I am Kyle Malone. This is
Christine.
And that is
Brian.
There you go.
Thank you.
And I've got Sprite. What do you got, Brian?
Just
we
water
can't see you
right now.
Just water?
Yeah, ice water.
You know, I don't drink ice water very much anymore.
That's true.
I just drink out of the our filter bottles that you might see us drinking from time to time.
Have ice and everything. I don't.
You're that,
water
you
do
the weird Germany stuff with like 2 cubes of ice to a 20 ounce of soda. It's what was the point?
Lived there for 9 years total, and
it's like what is the point then? Oh
to
man,
keep the flavor instead of having the water melt or the ice melt into water and whatever.
If they used an indoor AC, maybe their syrup and sodas wouldn't be so damn warm. Oh man, army brats are fun, aren't we? Because all of us have had to deal with that type of situation.
Even though it was terrible and our housing had like giant windows,
The worst.
I kind of miss it. There's so much that I miss, but
There were better parts of Europe than Germany. We just lost.
no, that
all
was
of
just
our...
your no, because you only had unpleasant experiences.
I did.
I had
did.
very pleasant experiences,
I
so
did.
that's why.
I blame the army.
Yeah, they make us live in crap. So
Anyways, guys, Spy Family episode 11, penultimate episode for the first core. We are going to get 12 episodes and 12. I thought for a minute it was supposed to be like 11 and 13 or something, but maybe it was. But all the sources say we're supposed to get another episode next week, so that'll be a lot of fun. Quick spoiler free initial reactions as normal. I really like this episode. More just, slice of life type stuff. She had to, use her abilities for something selfish or use her abilities for something a little less selfish. Anya, that is, and it was very Anya centric and school centric episode. A lot of fun, but different. I don't know. This wasn't like I really enjoyed this episode. There was a lot of funny stuff, but if anything, this was like the first time I really felt kind of like this was fillerish, even though some good stuff happened, to where I'm not just like over the moon this week. And I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just kind of like, it's kind of like that it's not as bad, and I don't mean bad as in like negative, but it's not as whatever as that train ride episode of Bisco. That was pretty much filler to a T, but I don't know. That's kind of how I felt about it this week. We talked to you first last time, Brian. What'd you think?
Similar. This one had an odd pacing
Mm-hmm.
because the episode was sort of split into 2 halves. So I see what you're saying, because I too was sort of wondering, okay, where are we going? It's still continuing the story. We're still, on the same path. I laugh quite often.
Mm-hmm.
There was one part that was legitimately disturbing and horrifying.
Yeah.
But done very well. But yeah, the show's trucking along.
Absolutely. Christine, what'd you think?
Anya's adorable, but talentless. That's what I was thinking the whole time. But yeah, it was cute. I agree with what y'all said. But yeah, like Poor girl, but she's still young. You know, she's not 6. She's actually 5. So
Yeah,
5-year-olds
doing the sports and academics and or trying those. That was one of the cute moments. Is just the kind of montage of let's try to find something Anya. Excuse me, sorry. Let's try to find something Anya can do, and
she can't even clean.
she can't. There's so many bad jokes right there, but yeah, I guess there's your spoiler warning. Brian, don't change the camera. We can do this in 25 minutes or less, just like last time. So we're gonna take a quick word from our sponsors over at Grow Generation.
Grow Generation, where the pros go to grow. From propagation to harvest, they have everything you need for your special garden. Grow Generation serves customers across the nation and carries a wide inventory of renowned cultivation brands. Go to www.growgeneration.com, where the pros go to grow.
I don't need to hurry up. I do what I want. Oh man, that I can't even remember how long ago that South Park episode was.
Yeah, I know.
The Cartman all
long time
going crazy. Yeah, I know, right? But that's whenever I say or hear someone say I do what I want, I always hear the Cartman thing in my mind with that.
That'll never stop.
I don't know. It never will. Is it even good anymore? I don't watch. Is it like regularly good or just the special episodes are good?
I've been enjoying it. You know, they do pretty much those specials, those like hour-long specials, and the last 2 or 3 I watched, I liked them.
They don't do regular like seasons anymore?
I think they did. I think they just had one. I didn't watch any of it. I watched the last special they did, which was they have a weird deal with Paramount. Yeah, because they like crank out hour-long. I don't know what they're doing, but they basically signed on for many years and lots of money, and they're just cranking out material.
Cool. Anyways,
25 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I've got the time right here. We are 7 minutes and 18.
We're talking about animation.
Yeah,
different animation.
It is different animation. Come on now. Thank you, Grow Generation, for sponsoring the episode as usual. So, Brian, you mentioned this episode's basically two parts. One is Anya going through trying to figure out something that she's good at, so she can earn Stella's, because studying isn't going so hot, even though she admits that she just listened to the wrong mind. And I do like how she's like, I'm gonna go and just figure out which student is best at every subject. And then Twilight, thinking and to himself, I could help her out with her grades through the back end, changing grades or bribing or whatever. He goes, but if all of a sudden she gets hundreds and people will get suspicious. Anya hears that, thinks that people won't like her if she all of a sudden does too well. The training montage is fun. She sucks at everything she tries to do.
They even ask her to leave. Like, please leave. We don't need your help.
Yeah. One of the last, things that they could try to get, Stella's from is the like volunteer work, which is something high schoolers have to go through all the time. Lucas will be going to a special like gifted school where he's going to be doing public, what's the word I'm looking for? Volunteer stuff. So that was really cool, but they work in a very, very stressful situation with this kid drowning and Anya hearing it in this hospital. He's drowning in the OTPT pool, and they did something with the drowning very, very cool, and that's show people a way that a lot of people do drown, calmly drowning, because of all efforts going into the like attempts to keep yourself up. You're not very, very loud and flailing. Like they go into that, which I thought was really, really, really cool. But yeah, I dug the whole scene, and it was creepy as all hell. The idea of hearing someone in your head dying and drowning like that.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah,
but I'm sure it's not her first time hearing something like that.
Probably not. And that's a creepy thought. What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, he's my legs don't work. I'm dying. And then she's basically revealing her power, but then she has to cover it up. So I like that even in trying to save this kid, she's still trying not to reveal how she knew. That was interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, even at 5, she knows it could be dangerous. So
I thought for a second she might reveal something, like make Twilight even more suspicious, and he might think back on this later, like flash back to this moment. But I almost thought, oh, are we gonna get the reveal? Is this where the spy family unites? It was cool. What did you think, Christine?
I thought it was pretty cool, but there was like a moment when she like dives in. I'm like, is this it? Is this her talent? Like, maybe she can swim?
Nope.
She tried, but at least she brought attention to a child that was in need. But also, I was so mad at I guess she's like a nurse or something, where she just
tech,
walks
probably
away, and it's like, pull, kid in crutches, don't turn your back and walk off. Like, no, terrible. Someone should have fired her. I'm so mad at that lady. She's not even real. But yeah, it was a cute moment, and I liked it.
Yeah, and then she gets the Stella, which is cool. And I like how they debate whether or not they should use this to their advantage, and it's even something Twilight had alluded to in the training montage stuff, that he could set people up to need saving or whatnot. And that gets into the second half of it, which is the results of her becoming like one of the youngest to get or fastest to get a Stella in the class, first in her class, her group to get one, and her having to kind of deal with that whole 15 seconds or 15 minutes of fame, however they
don't last long.
Yeah, don't last. I don't know if they've changed the saying for the 20s. Oh God, that's so weird. But yeah, it's a cool little case study, because it goes back to that thought she had: if I do too good, will I get made fun of? Will people dislike me? And I mean, Brian, we and Christine, we all had interesting, different, upbringings with than a lot of people with the military bases we lived on. But one of those things that's kind of universal is like being smart is the one thing you're not allowed to show off, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Brian, did we lose you?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I liked also the and I wish they had went a little further with it. Her getting sort of a big head and call me Starlight.
Yeah.
And like, I thought that,
Starlight,
it was sort of played for a joke. And then, for a second, I thought she was going to lose the one friend she did have. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't sure where they were going. And then they sort of just backed off, and it was just somewhat of a joke. But I thought that was interesting too. But yeah, seeing the balance of, like you said, if I'm too smart, it'll piss them off. Sort of writing that balance of the social aspect of school, and I also like, now this was played for a joke multiple times, where in her mind, getting to Damien's house will save the world, will bring world peace.
World peace. I love that.
And so I loved in her mind how she visualizes that. That'll save the world if she can get Damien to invite her to the house.
Yep, so she can bring her dad. I love that she's thinking about the mission. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Christine, about the whole Damien kind of like being mad at her because he knows she didn't cheat, and he actually has like that much faith in the school and stuff that he like berates his classmates for even questioning the thought that the school would give someone undeserving.
I know, because they're so like, they'll fine tooth comb for everything in this school. So the fact that these children are saying that, it's like, that's ridiculous. But yeah, he knows that she got it, for real. and he's so mad that he wasn't able to impress his father. Because I don't know what it's like to be a second-born, but my brother was the one that did a lot.
It's like the way you said that.
Yeah.
Second-born.
They're the ones.
Lowly second-born.
Second-born.
Courtney and Stacy just like kissed right now.
Yeah, so it's like, having to follow in someone's shadow, that's gotta suck. And we don't know what that's like. So he does, and it's painful for him, and he's so mad. Hopefully one day he'll get over it.
Get over it.
I'm not trying to sound mean, but I'm just saying,
I mean, yeah, to a degree. I mean, he's got legacy to live up to, and not just that, but he's got legacy because his brother is mentioned. Mm-hmm. He's got legacy within a powerful family, which, if TV has taught us anything, comes with all sorts of goodies, but awful social or interfamily hierarchy and politics. So it's kind of like the balance. Do I live a life of leisure and have to put up with asshole family? I mean, we'll see how it goes. It'll be interesting because you look at these types of shows and you can easily see how it can kind of go Goonies, and I don't necessarily mean in an adventure way, but where the kids team up and they unite against the parents or the adult that is the bad guy or whatnot. And I could kind of see a way where Anya and Damien do end up working together towards a goal. Maybe even if it's only because she can hear his thoughts, that she kind of helps him along. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen next, though, for this last episode, how it's going to end, what type of I don't even know what type of thread you could really come to the end of right now. I'm kind of at a lot. Any ideas on what to expect, Brian?
No, you're right. I don't see where you have an ending point or a break point. I have no idea.
The only thing we could do is cheat, but we're not going to do that here.
No,
so.
No, not for this show. Not for this show. Yeah. Let us know what you guys thought down in the comments. And man, one episode left. Brian, have you thought about what? No, you haven't thought at all.
I think
lazy bum.
It's probably going to be a movie, but I don't know. I was cool. Looking through Crunchyroll. I won't lie. But it was a lot of shit I already saw or didn't want to watch. A lot of school outfits.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know. Did you hear about the new Trigun anime coming out?
I did. Yes.
Yeah. I didn't hear that.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Indeed. Consider my interest peaked. And anime is one of those weird things where revitalizing something or going back to something to make it more faithful, especially, man, when you look at, we mentioned it before, you guys can find our review in the old audio only style of Vision of Escaflowne. That was like watching a whole brand new show. The 2016 Funimation dub versus what we saw when we were all younger, the 4Kids and stuff, or G Kids. Which one was it? Either way, it wasn't Funimation. So yeah, I can kind of see how like some past things, if they get a new fresh coat of paint, so to speak, that way versus just something that we've watched a dozen times. But anything like revitalizing, it doesn't feel as stale as like revitalizing something in Hollywood, because that's all they do.
Yeah,
is revisit old crap. Sometimes not even old crap.
True.
Look how many times Spider-Man and Batman have been remade just since the 2000s. Oh man! All right, guys, let's get you out of here. Check out the Genreverse Podcast Network wherever you get your podcast from: Google, Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, all of that good stuff. Great shows like Breaking Geek Radio, the podcast. They do movie review usually every week, along with weekly news and BS. They're good group of guys, very funny show. I produced that one. Marvel Multiverse Mayhem doing Miss Marvel, of course, and the Cantina's doing our Obi-Wan Kenobi reviews. Those will be wrapping up this week, thank God.
Yeah.
And you got a Star Wars podcast? You talk like that? Yes. You should hear me talk about the sequels and the prequel. Pretty much anything that's not like Mando or OTEU. Anyways, we also do news for that. Even when we don't have a show to review. Next review will be Andor, and then over on the YouTube side, we also have the Genre Shot trailer reactions. I did react to the whole 25th anniversary stream for Final Fantasy VII, and then clipped out just the good part, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Crisis Core Reunion, I'm definitely looking at getting that as well. And then all of that is available on LRMonline.com, along with reviews, interviews, all sorts of things, literally everything in entertainment news, everything under the sun. It's right there. Brian, tell them about your channel.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's called PulpMythos, and just finished Barry, and I'll be covering Westworld and Only Murders in the Building this month.
Cool. At least they haven't canceled all of your favorites.
Well, we'll see.
What's Westworld? Is this going to be the last year?
I don't know if they've announced it, but I'm going into it with that assumption.
Yeah. All right. Guys, social media information's down below if you want to follow us there. And links, Discord, join us, chit chat. We got all sorts of rooms. You can even post memes and pictures of your pets and stuff. It's a lot of fun. No, I promise we do. All of the LRM contributors and podcasters from the Genreverse are on there. So yeah, come join us. Give us a chat. Anybody, anything else? Going once, going twice. Have a good one.